Hello, and welcome back to Severed Studios presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. We're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. And my phone volume is on because I can hear it. Okay. And my name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master. Around the virtual table, we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and today, like every day, I'm playing Orgoth Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden, and I'm playing Lapis.
Everyone, this is Jaime and I'm playing North.
Hi, I'm Mira and I'm playing Voka.
Welcome, Voka. Welcome, everybody. Yay, it's good to have four people in the campaign once more. But is there anything we need to talk about before we dive right in? I think we got a busy day today ahead of us.
All I'm going to say is that I listened to the special side
Yeah.
quest.
I haven't yet. I'm
One
keeping
shot.
it for my drive today.
Ooh, spicy! That was some good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, we released. Remember when Lapis got sucked into a portal a few episodes ago? Actually, that was like maybe more than 10 episodes ago.
That
That's
was a
kind
while
of
ago now, yeah.
Yeah, but it's we have a little one shot that just came out which details what happened. So go on to the podcast and check it out. And if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 81, Dreams Come True. So last time you attended the ceremony where you were awarded a house for winning the team competition, but Jimishaga was intent on causing sabotage. Orgoth's title was taken from him, and it was offered to North, who, in a stirring speech, gave the title to Maggie, who gladly accepted. As you were settling in, Voka Nildrith, a satyr changeling cleric, who knocked on your door and told you about how his family was caught up in a street gang fight and infected with rudium, and he asked to join you in a quest to find a cure for his sick mother and father, and took you to his circus and showed you all sorts of cool things, and you all went your separate ways to prepare for the dangers ahead in your own unique ways. Orgoth, you came around the corner and just ran smack right into Dermot, who said he'd been looking for you, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Um, I forgive you. And Dermot is like just goblin. He's not wearing his armor right now, but he does have a chain with the 12-sided uh, symbol of the Luxon on his chest, and he's wearing a cloak and a little like tiny like jaunty hat, a little feather on it, and he looks at you and says, he looks kind of beat up from the competition, still healing, but looks at you and says, I forgive you. I just wanted to check in with you. I've been looking for you. Are you okay?
Uh, yeah, I'm fine. I was told that you didn't want to see me. None of the well, I guess the keen eyes now want to see me, so I tried to respect that.
No, no, no. They. I was angry at first, as anybody would have, but I thought about it, and you were fighting the way that you were trained to fight, and I was taunting you by keeping away from you, but fighting the way that I know how to fight, but which is at a distance. But it just seems like you've got a lot on your heart right now, and I just wanted to check in with you. Is everything okay? Is there something you want to talk about?
Well, so first of all, I am glad to see that you are up and around. I wish other people understood, as you do. We were the competitors in the ring. That that is how I fight. That is how I have been trained, and I will admit and have said so publicly that I was uh, momentarily taken over by the fervor of the battle. But um, I am I'm glad that you understand that. And I know that is how you fought as well. I admit it was very frustrating and angering. But you played your game and I played my game. So I am glad that you are up and around. would not be the intent of my deepest heart that you would be hurt to where you could not heal.
The light was watching over me, but I could hear you, like as you dealt the final blow to you knocked me unconscious. I could hear you, like disparage the Luxon, and it just gave me pause. When I woke up and thought about it, it just seemed to me that something might be, you might be being affected by something, or you might be deeply troubled by something that's happened. And I'm just worried about you, Orgoth. I'm worried about you, Bill Roper.
And Orgoth looks around, and he says,
There is something that happened, and it is not something that we have said, and I have talked about, but and it's something that has worried me and has been on my mind, and not even maybe a reason what is happening is happening, but I know that it is that Wilven was taken, and we couldn't stop it. I could not stop it, and I have to be able to help Wilven and find him and bring him back. And so I know that will take more power than I have, and I think that has just been something that is weighing on my mind, and so that is something that I have not shared that is bothering me.
I did not know that. I didn't know that he was. Who took him?
Some kind of, like, I don't know, dragon devil thing. I'm very unclear as to what it actually is, but some very powerful entity that, among other things, has the can stop time. Because when I tried to grab it and make him not take Wilven, he just stopped time and snapped both my wrists.
So something beyond this mortal realm, something godlike.
Maybe. I don't know if it's godlike, but it did not. It was far more powerful than anything I have seen or faced, and so I have to be able to help Wilven. I mean, and so that's been where my focus has been, and then that has perhaps clouded my judgment in some ways. And if that is all tied up in the reason that I hurt you, I am sorry. I did not want to. I did not want to hurt you.
I accept your apology. Thank you for that. Just be on the lookout for... There are so many things in this world that seek to control us, that seek to worm their way into our hearts. I have the light looking out for me, but again, I am just a man. And I'm mortal.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people, by the way, because everyone says, like, how could you have hurt that boy? And I'm like, he's not a boy, he's a man. He's, it's not like it was some 9-year-old in the street that I pushed them over and took their cart or something. But anyway, look, I don't know what else to say, Dermot. I am sorry if this has caused a rift between your friends and Lapis and North. I don't think anybody's very happy with me right now. Certainly not the Bowl of Judgment. Certainly not. Well, everybody.
Forget what people think about you. Just look within. Search your soul. Stop trying to worry about what people think about you. Okay?
That is good advice. Okay, I'll not worry about what people think about me. That's good.
And
Orgoth will reach down and take his hand, and
he
shake
takes
his
it and pulls you down for a hug.
And I think for the first time ever, probably not that Dermot would notice, Orgoth like awkwardly hugs him. Right? Orgoth, the natural hugger, the one who always pulls people in and everything, is slightly uncomfortable, but hugs him because it's what he does. But there's just this tiniest body language that's unusual.
And he kind of like senses it a little bit. Actually, natural 20. He senses it a little bit.
So empathetic.
And just brings you in like it's like a long hug. You can kind of sense people walking by on the street, walking around. But Dermot doesn't care. He just holds it for as long as you'll let him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't try to get out of it.
And finally, he lets go. Orgoth, I tell this to all my friends. If you need to talk, anytime, day or night, come find me.
If I have to, I'll send a message. I don't think me coming and finding you right now would be welcome. But I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
I do.
Okay, think about what I said. And he starts walking away.
And Orgoth will pause for a moment, look after him, and you can see the gears turning as he continues on his way.
Okay. It is that evening, and we talked about a little bit what everybody wanted to do. And I know some stuff happens off camera, off stage. Shall we just bring it up the next day? Does anybody want to do something in game, like that night? Is there anything anybody wants to accomplish?
Just had a good date, man.
At least
The
at
only
some
thing
point, I would have
is-
sent a letter out
Okay.
and I gave it to one of the Hand of Ord.
Will you write that letter out for me at some point in time? Just let me know. Little like what it says.
I did. I did like a while ago.
Okay, just let me find it. That was last week. I can't remember that far back.
That was 7 days ago. The only things I'm doing, which we already talked about, is I visit M. Kesney's. I go to Faster Halflings,
Okay.
send something. Then I had one other stop. I
Okay.
don't know if you want to do that on camera.
We can do it. We can do it. Where do
It
you
doesn't
head?
have to be the Orgoth show at the beginning, but
Where would you like to go?
when Orgoth leaves Dermot, he heads to the little library to talk to Bookkeeper Kime.
Okay.
And he's like,
Bookkeeper Kime, it is good to see you.
Hello. I was just about to close up the library. It's getting quite late in the evening. How can
I just needed a few minutes,
and he'll pull out his little leather bound book he keeps in his little writing stick. And he's like,
there was a couple of things that I did not have time to take notes on from the book that we brought back that Laphus had
yes.
borrowed. And I don't need to take the book. I just wanted to know if I could, just for 5 minutes or so.
Well, I was about to say
just go through and
that this
write
book
that
has
down.
gone into the restricted. It's currently
Oh, okay.
by order of Jamon, any works having to do with that subject matter are not to be seen, not to be used.
Okay.
By anybody. Is there something else maybe you could come back tomorrow and I can guide you through what we do have available to the public?
Well, I mean, there was just some notes that I had in there that I wanted to, because
you left some of your research. You wrote in a library book.
I didn't write in it. No, like little bits of paper, or little like pages that I had put carefully and respectfully a bookmark in to just take notes on things. Look, you may have heard that I have been accused of being some kind of like worshiper or follower, and it is not. I am not a worshiper of the betrayer gods. But I want to understand them, because obviously they're dangerous. And so that's what I've been trying to do. And I understand that the book has to stay here. I don't want to take the book. I just wanted to get the last bits of research that I had done.
I don't know if this is because you're talking about the bookmark. Make a deception check at disadvantage. Unfortunately, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, because that bookmark fell out.
I was hoping to persuade him, but okay, anyway.
Liar, liar, pens on fire.
Yeah.
It's a 6.
Okay. He says, if you would come back in the morning, perhaps I can arrange an appointment with a historian who might be able to answer your questions. The book is currently in the palace right now.
Oh, the restricted section's in the palace.
Wow. Several books have been taken out of circulation. Let's say it that much. Say that.
Oh, okay.
For now.
All right. Well, that would have been just easy to say it's not here anymore.
Well, I just have
That's
to.
fine. I'll probably be too busy saving this whole fucking town tomorrow anyway. It's fine. Thank you. Have a good night.
And Orgoth like turns around and like storms the fuck out.
Have a nice night.
Someone needs to go see some therapy.
I'm just gonna check in, go around. North, you're on your date. Voka is posing, looking out the window. Laphus is sitting.
Well, he's actually meeting with. If it's late at night, he's probably meeting with Pollux right now.
Okay. And then the song sounds like this, and he plays it really badly onto like his lute with the broken string, and
it's broken string and it's out of tune. I'm wondering if Voka ever tried to fix it for him.
It's just sad. It's just fucking sad.
Well, I've tried. He doesn't really listen.
But something about like, you know that whenever you talk to Pollux about the songs, when you're just having a folded up tent there, and it seems to like absorb the song that he wrote and manipulate it and change it into something else, something nice. And you sure you don't want any lyrics?
Oh no, I'll write the lyrics. You shan't even worry about it.
He looks at you and goes, "Do you know Laphus?" It seems like you know Laphus.
I'm not going to lie to you, but how do you know?
I can sense it, and he's trying to get around something, and I can just sense it. I can sense it. You've been around Laphus, and the rest of the Favoured Few.
Yeah.
How are they?
Oh, they look all right. Did you seem to care?
No. They're just friends of mine, like really good friends. Laphus is my best friend, so.
I had no. If I had known, then I would have done my connections through you, my dear good friend.
Oh, I know everybody. I know so many people. I think I've introduced myself to at least. He starts counting on his fingers. At least, like, 67% of the city. Personally. And I've only written songs for about 23% of them, but that's on my list of things to do.
Pollux, you're a man of high renown, and I appreciate you endlessly. Yes, I know the Favoured Few. I'm meeting them at a tavern tomorrow. And why did you want to come with?
You think they'd let me?
I don't know. I don't really know them all that well.
I could always come by and say hi. At least give you all a, well, Orgoth's mad at me, I think, though, unfortunately, but I resigned as president of his fan club.
I would be, if that were me, I would be maddened, a rage beyond all comprehension. So I understand.
So I'll just tell Laphus.
So if you want to wave from like afar, that would probably be great.
I'll just tell Laphus I said hi, and I'm sure I'll run into her sometime.
You sure are fixated on Laphus specifically, but like, all right, I can do that.
Not really, just Anyway, do you want to hear another tune? And he plays about 5 or 6 more tunes.
Mm-hmm. I would love to.
Yeah.
That's great. I love having you here, Pollux.
And the next morning, Voka, you're in a carriage on your way to the Cool Flame where they told you to meet them. Who's the first one down in the morning?
It's either me or North, one of the two.
I was out last night.
Then it's probably me.
Ember's cage is gone.
Figures.
Yeah, and Sky is no longer there. And there's a help wanted sign on the front door.
I mean, she's not going to say anything. She's just going to sit down in her usual and just wait for everybody.
Okay.
And she probably sent the letter out, giving a little feedback of the way the house was
Yes.
when they first got in.
Okay.
Oh my god, is she sending a complaint?
She just thanked Jamon and told him, it's weird that this house that was thoroughly watched by Gimme Shaga had all of these things. Interesting.
Steaming doo-doo.
Pile of shit, broken bidet, broken toilet, I think.
Unacceptable.
So the I want to say Orgoth or North.
I'm probably down next.
Yeah,
I mean,
Orgoth is the next one out. So,
in fact, I probably, depending on how early it is when Laphus gets up, I might be back from a run.
Okay, yeah, let's have that. That's how Orgoth comes in.
He has to stay in shape and training and stuff, and so it's cardio day. So he's back from his.
Are you wearing your armor when you go in to run?
That's an excellent question.
It is an excellent question, yes.
I feel oddly like he doesn't take it off very much now. Mm-hmm. Like when he sleeps, he can't sleep in it.
Right.
But when he goes out to train, he puts it on. He might have something over, he might not. But he's geared up.
Okay.
when he goes out. I think it's just his mindset now.
Make a perception check, just a general perception check for me.
General perception is a 19.
19. Question: Do you when you go on runs, is it the same route every single time, or do you like mix it up?
He probably has like 3 routes he goes on.
Okay.
He doesn't want to do the same exact one every time, but he's over the course of the time they've been here found like, let's say, 3 different routes where he knows they're about the same distance, so he's getting in the same workout.
Okay. The run seems to go like, usual. You see the same people every time you go out on the run, and it just, you don't see anything unusual about it.
Yeah.
Okay. North, you come down last. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I said then he goes up to the bar and he's like, "Oh, Spike, I have a special breakfast I want.
What would you like?"
I want to get spaghetti. It's like the noodle things, and pork chops, and then some.
Oh, morning pork chops. That sounds great. Yeah. And the dwarven bartender hops down off his stool, goes into the kitchen, and you hear sizzling like. Psh.
Pork chop and eggs instead of steak and eggs.
North comes downstairs. How does North look?
Tired, but not exceedingly so. I had a good night, but who knows?
Did anyone slip out the window at night?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, were you quiet when you came home?
Absolutely I was.
Okay. Then
I got my 4 hours in, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
The 3 of you are downstairs. Orgoth has his pork chops. And Voka, the carriage, comes up to the cool flame. There is... it's a very quaint little bar. I don't know if you've ever been here or not. You probably have heard about it in doing your research on the Favoured Few.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, this is where they stay. And until they won the house. But...
Yeah.
You know that the bartender's name's Spike. That's about it. But it's a very quaint little place, 2-story inn tavern. And you head inside. There's a help wanted sign on the door.
Well, he like before he goes in, he like straightens up his shirt, like straightens it out, and he like fixes, like kind of like tightens the fixing of like the fabric around his sword to his hip. And he just said he does like a deep breath in and out. And he reaches for the door and sees the help wanted sign.
Yeah, the help wanted sign is just basically hiring, looking for experienced bartenders and waitresses.
Well, I hope they find someone.
And you head inside, and you all see Voka coming in.
You just see Laphus kind of give a wave, like a two finger, like little wave, hand still and hand holding a book. The book clearly has the words, the one who flew over the cuckold's nest.
Oh, that's good.
I love that.
Oh, that's so good.
And Voka walks in. He's like,
it's a classic.
And he's very bombastic, very loud. And he's just like, "Hello, dear friends, and good morning."
North, who's like over the bar getting their own breakfast because Spike is busy.
You hear Spike's.
Oh, hey.
You hear Spike's voice coming from the back. Who is it? Anybody we know?
Why do you need to know? It would just be clientele for you.
Give me a second. I'm bringing up a cask.
Why?
What do you mean, why? He comes into the doors. He's like, "Oh, somebody new." And he puts the cask onto the bar. Like a big, giant ale cask. What's wrong?
Wrong.
What's what?
I'm just here. I was told to come here by these fair fellows.
Oh, my name is Spike. I'm the bartender, and I run the place.
And he reaches out his hand and he just says, "I know."
Oh,
Yes, like your
mysterious.
name's on the poster.
Yeah, it says Sea Spike. Yeah. Anyway,
Did you want anything to eat or anything, Voka? For breakfast?
By the way, you're out of oats.
I did have a very fantabulous breakfast of like roasted egg and ham, but if you have orange juice, I'll take one of those.
we do have orange juice, and
Oh, fantastic.
pulls out one of those like orange juicers where you cut the orange in half and like over the top.
Oh wow, fresh.
Yeah. Spike keeps like make perception checks, everybody.
Perception check. Just D20. Use have a mix now. Perception.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
17.
24.
Nice.
That's only a 14.
Okay, still enough.
I'm enthralled by the book.
You just kind of look up and you see. Normally in the morning, Sky gets here early and has everything ready to go. It kind of looks like a mess. Like there's a recipe book open on the bar. The silverware hasn't been rolled yet. There's like nothing's
No
been
prep work
swept.
has been
No
done.
prep work has been done. And Spike looks a little bit on edge.
Just means that you should open up an hour later, buddy.
You can do that?
Yeah.
He goes to the door and
you'll
locks
get-
it.
You'll get help, though. I mean, this is a pretty popular place, so I'm sure you'll get. someone
Okay,
that can
I'm
work.
just a little. I don't think I can run this place without help.
Sure, you'll do fine. This is a good establishment.
Well, since we're moving anyway,
And,
you could always hire Pollux.
Don't do that.
Oh, and Voka taking a sip of his orange, he like finishes a sip, he swallows, and he looks over at Laphus and says, "Oh, speaking of Pollux, last night, we were doing our usual routine and writing music, and I think he smelled you on me. I don't know how he knew, but he knew I'd been hanging out with you, and that unintentionally rhymed. But he said to say hi to you specifically, Lapis, and
Okay, so
that
I'm thinking he's
Orgoth might be mad at him, which is why he didn't come. I did invite him. He seemed a little scared though, so he didn't.
I think he might be a dog.
He did say he has
Uh-huh.
many. He does say he has many friends, and that he is a good friend to all of you. And I just kind of trusted his word on that.
I think he's like an awakened Labrador retriever that somehow gained the knowledge and know-how to turn himself human.
You know, that is I would say that's a really good explanation.
That would make so much sense.
He's a fine fellow, and I'm sure if I threw a ball, he would go fetch it.
That would make so much sense.
Do you guys... So, I know I've lived a while, and I've not been around in the Feywild before, but do they have sentient dogs in the Feywild?
Hold on, let me think of what my mama told me.
There's
Is
been
there?
there's been so many fairy tales, and yes. If somebody can imagine it, it exists in the Feywild.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. And they do little dances.
I mean, but didn't you ask him if he was from the Feywild, and he said no?
No, he did say no.
You know, people can lie.
This is true.
He comes off as too dumb to lie.
You know, you're right. Sorry. I
Maybe
didn't mean to
he's
give him
not
too much
dumb.
credit.
Maybe he's not dumb. Maybe he's just not good at it. Not being able to lie well doesn't mean you're dumb.
That's true.
It just means maybe you're just not good at it.
I was
I'm
saying
not
it
mad
as
at
in
him
did
either.
not even think about it.
Or-
Not trying, but not thinking about it.
That's the name of Pollux's autobiography. Pollux, Too Dumb to Lie.
Didn't think about it.
Oh, that, or maybe he's playing us all for fools. Who knows?
Maybe he's from outer space. I don't know.
An alien, mayhaps?
He does have the name of a star.
Maybe he's from the depths of the Nether himself. Who knows?
Speaking of the Nether.
Transition.
So, rhodium and all that. Are
Familiar.
we going today? That's the consensus, I believe.
Yeah, so we should probably tell you about this place we're going, Voka, because you may have
It
to
sucks.
do a couple things. Yeah, it's underwater,
Okay.
and it's very dangerous, and there's lots of visions that we've all had, and weird things we've seen, and big monsters that we fought.
And there's also a chance that you might get infected by rhodium as well, down there.
yeah, that could happen.
And he looks down. He just kind of says, "Well, that is terrifying. But it's a risk I think at this point I am willing to take. It's all or nothing for me."
Well, then let it be all.
Let it be all.
Amazing. Excellent.
So
Amazing.
I would like to come out alive. Or if there's like any room for like epic self-sacrifice, I would like to avoid that because I do quite like living. That's one of
think
my
we're all
favorite things to do.
We're all too self-absorbed in this group to do the whole like self-sacrifice thing. Honestly, that's not something that might happen.
I think you're all great. I don't think dying for all of your sake is like one of the things I would do for you. But I can like play you a little tune and do a little dance. That's like in the cards.
I mean, just like if I die down there, just tell my mom I lived a good life. I don't know.
Well, I mean, first of all, that's not going to happen, right? But if it did, that's not the end, right, Laphus?
No, I promise that I would not bring anybody back.
However, if a cleric would be to do it in a non like zombie / skeleton way, I could take that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would
wonder-
be the safer bet.
I wonder if there's anyone here who could do that. And he's like looking down at his nails going,
Now you.
"Oh,
So, yeah, do we have any of those water breathing potions?
Oh,
left?
I have like I think I have 3 left. Let me
Yeah,
look.
we should make sure you have those because you'll need them unless you can breathe.
I do have 3 of them.
I think this is gonna sound completely and utterly strange, but I think my sword gave me the ability to breathe underwater."
Excellent.
Which I know is a really strange statement, but hear me out.
No,
Hold on, I have a weirder statement. Does this weapon give you by any chance a better ability to swim?
It gives you swim speed. Yeah.
And he does not. He says, "Yeah, how did you know?"
Oh, I have an old friend who used the same tactic a bit ago to get the fuck away from me. So
Oh no, is it that? Oh no.
oh yeah.
Alright.
Is that the sword that you showed us, Voka? That you had that sword?
Yes. It's
Did
my.
you like get it from somewhere, or did that happen to your sword?
Oh, I mean, I've had this for a while. This is like my sword. I was defending my sister with it, and My parents got hit with the rudium. My sword got hit with the rudium.
Ooh,
I, however, narrowly dodged it. Luckily, of course.
Mhm.
But
I could show you something really fucked up, but it might have to wait.
Don't drop that sword. And
I wouldn't dream of it.
don't let it
Especially
get,
don't drop it on your foot.
Is this like a personal thing? Are you?
No, more like you don't want the thing on your sword to transfer to you.
Oh no, I would. I trust. I've seen my parents suffer through this for a very long time. I'm not leaping to get it myself. Cool powers or not.
It's not that
yeah,
cool.
don't get it on your hand and stuff too, because then it might like attach itself to your hand, and then we have to cut off your like elbow and stuff.
Like this, and I'm gonna pull out serpents with the there's a like tarp wrapped around it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the iridium is still on a part of arm.
Yeah,
That
the
has
hand,
not been
Maggie's
detached.
hand is still attached to the axe. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Who's
Yeah,
that?
so
I don't know. It's just like I
This-
just exclaimed.
This axe is like just dripping with the red crystals, like completely coating it and crystallized. And
That's what the tarp is for.
What in the name of the Wild Mother is this?
That's
my
serpents.
name is Serpents.
It talks.
wait, do we all hear that?
No, North hears
Oh.
that.
No, that's serpents.
That's okay. That's cool.
So that's the name of the weapon.
Should I like try to detach the arm, or should we just leave it there?
It does add to the charm.
I mean, that would actually like take some weight off, and I would absolutely love that because I've been dragging that thing around for a while. It's kind of morbid.
I am going to attempt to kind of have the arm at least like let go of the
Okay.
axe.
Are you
Like,
going to cast the necromantic spell that'll allow basically the not raise dead? I don't know why. I said raise
Animate dead.
yeah,
Animate dead.
I'm gonna animate it.
Okay. Make
It's gonna
a
be like what's the Adam's Family?
thing.
Yeah,
Make
thing.
make a Arcana check for me.
That is a nat 20 for a 33.
Okay. The hand, you can kind of see it, like the fingers starting to rip away. Sorry, there's noise here. The hand is starting to rip away. The fingers lifting one at a time. You hear crystals breaking and cracking, and like crystals raining down onto the ground as it does, and it kind of like finally lets go, and then there's a perfect impression of an ogre-sized hand. And this axe, it was like kind of like big, like the size it would be perfect for Maggie to wield. And as the hand,
it was a pain to drag around. Yes.
yeah, and as the hand lets go, the axe shrinks to be a perfect size for North to wield. Crystals falling off of it. Still like the red veins going through its metal, and there's still like a sheen of red crystals on the sharp edges.
What I'm going to do is make the hand grab all of like kind of sweep all like the little crystals that fell
Yeah.
and just kind of ball it in, like put it in their fist and just ball it up and keep it in a ball so it doesn't fall.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's a ogre-sized, half ogre-sized hand, so it's like it can hold a lot. It manages to get like, because these are big, giant chunks of crystal. It's not like dust or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
So technically, we could use that for spellcasting, but
Should we put this somewhere where like nobody's gonna accidentally like, especially with if Spike gets somebody new to work for them, they don't accidentally come
so we
in
just
here.
like put it in a pouch and maybe put it in Orgoth's hole.
Yeah, you could throw it. I was just gonna say you
Stuff
could
it in his
throw
hole.
in the hole.
Yes, would you?
That reminds me, Laphus. You got to figure out what you want to do with. Orgoth kind of looks around. Is like,
the other thing that's in the hole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spike
the
walks
man.
in. What other thing? And puts like some silverware down on the.
Voka is also like,
I have
Orgoth
I have a,
Orgoth got a
Great.
man in his hole.
Okay,
I have a big comfy chair and a bookcase, and I know Lapis likes to read, so maybe I thought Lapis might like to use the comfy chair sometime.
Oh,
Do you
There's
mind
a lot
if
of room in that hole.
Well, I could stay in that hole for a while, and I can.
It looks so warm and cozy.
Oh shit! You could just totally stay in there because the no air you don't care about.
Yeah, I don't
I
breathe.
hadn't thought about that. You could totally just be in the hole for as long as you want. You don't suffer
Lapis
the,
just
"I
goes in there
can't
like
breathe"
goodbye.
issue. Except you
I
can't bring your bag in the hole. 'Cause
No,
that'd be
I
very
can't.
bad.
I cannot
Black
bring my little
hole.
baggie.
Campaign would become something entirely different.
That's right.
That's a last resort thing. Yeah, could talk to him right now if you guys have any questions you want to ask him. Otherwise, I'm just going to tell him. I'm gonna ask him.
Orgoth looks at Spike and he's like, "Oh, maybe we should do that up in your room."
Yeah. Well, do we want to do it right now, or should we start heading out to?
Spike slowly grabs a fork and a knife and a spoon and wraps a napkin around it, just listening intently, and then wraps it, like starts doing the whole.
Man, it's gonna take like another 2 hours if you go that slowly, Spike. You're never gonna get this place open.
You're gonna miss us.
I'm really gonna miss you guys. This is what really I miss Sky. I'm gonna miss you all. You're
You're
all
gonna show up
welcome
for
here.
drinks every once in a while.
You're always welcome here.
Aww.
Let's get our shit together and go.
He takes.
Gonna miss you too, big boy.
He takes the silverware and goes into the back, and you hear kind of a dwarven sniffle.
Aww.
And you go upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose room do you go into?
Finishes wolfing down his breakfast.
Okay.
I think my room probably has the least. I don't know. North's empty room has the
Oh
least
yeah,
amount.
I do have 2 rooms. Yeah, indeed.
I think the more emptier room would be good.
Are the puppies
The one that has a bed but no bed sheets. That we put Gulsaria in as well.
that's so foul.
Are the 2 bone puppies
They're under my bed.
under your bed? Okay. And so you go into the extra room. It's just like completely. I think the bed sheets may have been like you don't want anybody else, going in there at all, North, right? Like basically, you don't want people to come and change
Yeah,
the
it's.
sheets.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was
nobody's-
basically like a room, like the one room that people knew I had, like at first. I took another room and started using this one instead.
Yeah.
Because some people were being weird around us. And I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
if they break into a room, I'm not gonna be in that one.
So it's just the way you've left it. Nobody's been in here in a very long time, probably. And you go in there, the 4 of you, standing around a slightly
Okay,
rumpled
hang on.
bed.
And Voka, you see Orgoth reaches in, I think it pulls out this little black cloth, and he unfolds it, and kind of spreads it out, and it's creates this hole in the ground. And you see him like kind of jump down. Then a couple seconds go by, and then you see Orgoth going, "Okay," and he throws a body up out of the hole.
Wearing red
Oh.
robes.
That is interesting.
And as that's happening, Lapis has the Maggie's arm shovel its way, and like it falls down the hole by itself.
North, do you wanna keep the axe in here too?
I'm keeping it with me.
Okay. And he climbs out and he folds it back up.
By the
So
way, if we could just like maybe look to identify it or something further than having just a name. That thing just shrunk. It's weird. But first things first, have we even checked the body of Wolcott?
Nope.
I'll check.
I did want to ask, like, is this like the hole where you keep body parts and bodies alike, or like is this something I need to like
Oh.
watch out for?
It's just miscellaneous things.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
like a bookcase and a chair down there.
You know, like there's always that room, like in a house, where you just dump stuff that you don't know
Yeah.
what to do with.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like a junk drawer.
Yeah. I've got like a chest in my backpack and some other stuff in there.
Okay, it's
It's
where
just where
you
we keep things.
it's
What
where
do
you
I find
keep
on his
all
body?
it's where you keep all the random sauces you get from restaurants.
You didn't pick up any. You didn't pick up any items.
Loose batteries.
Let's see. He has bracers of defense. He has a bracers of defense. Like he's wearing like some really fancy bracers with red, in like red and gold inlay. He has several scrolls, which I'll basically like kind of low level spells. That way he doesn't have to waste a spell slot too. Things like web, magic missile. There's one scroll of lightning bolt. Is the highest level spell. There is. He also has. Like, how thorough are you in this search?
Even if I'm not thorough, I would still, whenever I bring him up and alive,
Mm-hmm.
I just have him. I would forcefully make him take off all of his like good stuff.
Got it. Okay. He, as you're kind of like looking through and you kind of pull his collar down, his robes, you see this black line. It has some sort of tattoo on his chest.
Huh. And what's the tattoo of?
Make an Arcana check.
23.
It is it's a sigil that basically says that this body, you're kind of like translating it, this body is owned by someone else.
His body is owned by someone else. Does it say whose name, or does it just say someone else?
Was it a clone?
No, it's its own. It doesn't say who, but it definitely has symbols of the Cerberus Assembly weaved through the tattoo.
Can I guess, and can I tell whether or not I can bring him back to life and get answers from him?
What did you roll with that Arcana check? It was 23, right?
Yeah.
The spell, it looks like some sort of like spell. It's like a scroll, only like embedded onto his flesh. And the scroll is of a gentle repose spell. And it seems to like, yeah.
So basically, he can be revived. He doesn't rot. He can be revived basically anytime.
I mean, technically, he's going to be
with the
revived.
23, a gentle repose spell that's active can prevent a corpse from being risen as an undead.
So if we bring him back to life and then kill him again,
I'm gonna leave the room if you're gonna do that. I'm just gonna let you take care of your stuff.
well, I'd rather him not be, Oh, wait, I got it.
Can't you just dispel it?
I mean, if I had an ability to dispel, yes.
It is a spell, so dispel magic would work on it.
I don't believe I have You know what we can do is chop off all of his limbs.
I'm leaving the room. Goodbye.
I'm just saying, like, you could chop off the limbs so that way he won't be able to do anything to us. see. I do not have Dispel Magic, I don't believe.
And like Orgoth kind of cocks his head and looks at Laphus and thinks about Laphus the whole time he's known her. And he's like, is that cutting off limbs thing like a thing?
No. So you see, if you cut off limbs and he gets revived back to actual life and not undead life, he won't be able to cast certain spells that need hand movements.
Right. I get that part of it, right? Okay, but like the whole limb removal.
I mean, that was just
thing.
a suggestion.
I mean,
I literally said we could bring him back to life and then kill him again so we can get rid of the gentle repose.
I mean,
No,
if
I
you
understand. Look, I get that. It's just like there's a thing with you and like limb removal. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if that's like just a thing.
Yes, because this one time that I actually said something about limb removal is gonna be my whole thing.
I mean, if you really wanted to be,
he literally looks at your like shoulders and your legs, and he's like, "Well, kinda, yeah." Like,
Yes, yeah, because myself getting murdered, having
Yeah.
my limbs removed is me wanting this to happen to everybody.
no, that's not what I'm. Never.
Then why
mind.
are you
That's not what
making
I'm
it my
saying.
whole
I'm,
thing?
Are we
I'm
going
just
to
trying
like?
to understand if this is I don't understand magic, and I don't know if this is like a thing that like.
No, it's not a thing. I
Is this
was just
like-
suggesting something that wasn't outright murder. If this guy
2
comes back
cent
to life.
psychoanalysis or something.
What does
I mean,
Voka
if-
look like right now?
Vulcan's in the corner.
he's actually not terrified. He's just looking down. He raises his hand after like things kind of calm down. He says, "Well, if you really want to be like thorough about it, you could also break his jaw, so he couldn't do verbal components."
This is true, but then no, because we would still have to kill him for him to finally like be able to talk. Because we want him to talk.
That's true.
I will remove myself from this room, and you can do whatever you want to him. Goodbye. Actually, leave the room.
Would I know who this is, by the way, or is this just some guy?
Make a history check for me. A remembering check.
Shake, 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 shake. Ooh. Where's my sheet? History. It's gonna be a 24.
Oh God. Yeah, like suddenly it clicks. He was in the VIP room of like the booth for the Bowl of Judgment, the times you've been before. And he also is a member of he belongs to the Empire, Dwendalian Empire. He is a member of the Cerebus Assembly.
And he crouches down on his little deer legs, and he says, "You have someone of great import in this little bag hole of yours."
Yeah, he's been a pain in my ass ever since he came around.
You just killed him. Like, you could go to, like, I'm not gonna report you. You could go to prison for like a long time for this. You should totally resuscitate this guy and ask him questions.
Well, that's what I want to do, but like I also want to make sure that he doesn't teleport away the moment he comes back to life.
That's true. That would be really funny, though, you gotta admit.
That would be, but also odds are he probably will start doing a lot more shit.
I mean, does he just do his spells with hands, or is he like a spoken component kind of guy? Because either we could just do one or the other, and
We
get
could
like
chop
either
off his arm. We could chop off his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like where this is going.
And then also, yeah, we could always stick the hand inside of the mouth so he doesn't start talking.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, we could. Yeah,
There you go.
You have something going here.
And then we can kill him again.
Exactly. You're
to
done
get rid of that
questioning him.
gentle repose.
Exactly.
Oh, I
then
like
he'll
you, Voka.
rot.
I really like you, Voka.
So this sounds like wizard cleric stuff. I'm gonna if you need me, I'll be right outside. And Orgoth like steps outside the door.
You leave the portal hole open.
As you leave,
Well, no,
you hear
he threw the body out of the hole, and
Got it.
and he's got the
Just
hole back.
pulls it out.
as you leave, you hear
Yeah.
Laphus look. You hear Laphus over to Voka, being like, "So do you have like a knife like that can just go through the bone?"
I mean, I have like a rudium sword, but I don't know if that'll help us unless you want to infect him. That'd be like really
Oh
funny.
no, no. Well, actually, no,
Like,
no.
Maybe like a threat.
I don't want to give him that self-satisfaction because he's been after that red stuff, and I don't want to give that to him.
I mean, it could be like a dramatic irony thing. Who knows?
And Laphus is gonna open the door and see if North is out there.
Oh, North has gone to their other room and they're like sitting on their bed, just like curled up, like.
Laphus is gonna head over to North's other door and give like a little knock and goes, "Can I borrow like one of your like 13 daggers, just for a second?"
Oh God! Open the door and there's just like. Not even giving the knife, it's just tossed out, the door closes.
She's gonna grab it and she's gonna head back to the room. Chop off the hands.
Wait, which one is it? Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go
which
get
one?
the names from
Which one's Slicey?
70 episodes ago.
Which one's Slicey and Dicey?
No, there's something. The names were just as bad as that, but I need. Wait, was it episode like 6?
Yeah, it was very early.
Yeah.
The guy's name was Six Knives.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Okay, that's before that. That's before that. I know I noted all the names. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go with Bone Shaver.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm grabbing Bone Shaver,
Okay.
and I'm just going to.
He's
know
just,
what?
He's just on the floor.
Yeah, he's just on the floor.
Okay.
Gonna remove the hands from the arms,
Okay.
and then shove one of the arms or one of the hands inside of his mouth.
Okay. It gets bloody. That's all I'm gonna say. But just because he's dead, I mean, blood still makes a mess. So that's all I'm gonna.
Yeah,
say.
but at this point, it's coagulated blood.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, I think it would gentle repose. It kind of stays still, so it's like stays a little liquid.
That's
'Cause
fine.
he's not-
That's
he's
fine.
not
I know
going anywhere.
I know prestidigitation, so
Oh my
I could clean it.
Oh yes, we want to keep this guy clean right now. That's what we're like focused on.
Okay, so you do that.
Well, it's to keep the room clean, not
So
him.
what do you do with the hands? One's hands in his mouth and one's.
Yeah, one hand I'm gonna put in in
Can I
his
hold the other one?
pants.
Oh, I was gonna hold the other.
Oh, do you want to hold the
I-
other?
I could also just be him. That would be really funny.
Oh my
Please
God.
do. Please do.
And Voka like looks at him for like a little bit, and you see like his form start to melt a little bit, and you just see Wolcott in front of you again.
Oh, I just want to
He-
punch
he-
your face. You did perfectly.
He gives like a
Oh
little
my-
wave, and he like sticks his tongue out like.
Oh, please do a little jig whenever he wakes up.
Do like a little what?
A little
Jig.
jig.
Oh, okay. I could do like a little dance.
All right. So how do we wake him up? Oh God, he's got the gentle repose.
And then you hear Orgoth, are you still outside the door?
I'm in favor of just skinning the sigil off his chest, and it would be so
Orgoth's-
much easier.
Orgoth's like in front of the door
This is more
just to make
fun.
sure nobody goes in.
And,
But,
and you hear
you know.
Voka call from inside, being like, "Orgoth, are you sure you don't want to know? This is like really funny."
No, I'm good. I'm fine. Thanks. I'm okay. I'm good.
Slice.
What
slice,
have we
slice.
done? What have we welcomed into the party?
You invited another Fae. That's what you did.
Oh shit. You're right.
You welcome
know
in a
what you
trickster.
did.
You welcome in a trickster cleric. What do you want from me?
All right, let's get this guy up and running with his fucking gentle repose bullshit.
Okay, so how are you going to raise him from the dead?
I mean, do you have like a diamond or something?
I personally don't have a diamond. How much is a diamond anyway?
Like I think it has to be 500 gold. I think
300.
That's it,
If
yeah.
it's revivify. 500 if it's raise
it's
dead.
too late for revivify.
Yeah.
Well, if the spell went off as he fell,
Mm-hmm.
it's still just like the timer stops.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Do I have Revivify? Let me check. Because
So you wanna
It's a
spend 300 gold pieces for the bit?
I have 500 on me. Oh, a little over 500, so I can just do it.
Oh my god.
Fuck it, I'll do it. 300 down the drain.
Do you have a diamond?
I thought the diamond was for
Let me
a
look.
different thing.
Let's see.
No, it's for mostly all revivals.
Yeah,
that
you have
need
to.
one.
You have
I
to
mean-
specifically have a diamond.
I mean, if we go to the market, I'm sure someone has a diamond with 500.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I don't want to spend 500 on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it consumes the diamond, which is why that's important. So.
Mm,
Don't you have one of your like make him an undead mini spells?
I do, but the gentle repose. That's the whole thing about it.
It's the bit.
Oh, it makes it not work at all.
Yeah.
Scrape it off. Just scrape it off.
That's true, we could. Ugh, fuck it, whatever. I'll scrape it off.
Like, I was really excited for all this, but that's fine.
Yeah, me too.
I could
Things-
probably morph his dead body into something that would be like a little funny. Like we can still save this.
We can still say this is great. All right, I'm gonna raise up his dead ass.
Okay, you hear more cutting, Orgoth, and then
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
Lapis, I'd like you to make, because this is like skinning, make a survival check.
Gotta skin him.
Yeah.
Skin him alive.
If it's in good condition, you can, in the end, you can just,
Leather?
like stretch it and dry it properly, and then remove the fat from the
Ooh.
Wolcott
back.
leather.
That's 12.
Okay. You think you get
This
most
is a
of it?
fun day.
You think you get most of it? Make an Arcana check.
This is a very fun day for Laphus and Voka. You said Arcana?
Arcana.
Dirty 20.
You think that if somebody cast a resurrection spell, where it's the kind of spell where you just need a little part of the body to bring them back to life,
Mm-hmm.
you think that somebody could bring somebody back to life by touching the sigil on the skin. But
I'm gonna roll it up and put it in my bag.
but you think you've got it. So but you think the yeah, so
I feel like we have to properly dry and treat that, but we'll do that later. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's not something that we can do right now.
Make a book cover out of it.
It's called the Necronomicon.
Exactly.
I didn't want to be that guy, but we do have like a dead body in this like motel room. Like, do we have to get rid of this?
Just to let you know, Voka, this isn't the first time it's happened.
Oh, looking at you, I have no doubt.
Oh yeah. She's going to bring Wolcott back, raising the undead.
okay.
I'm gonna stick the hand off of his mouth so he can kind of sort of talk.
Okay, so you cast Animate Dead, and this is okay. Animate Dead. I'd like you to make an Arcana check.
All right. Oh no! Don't fall. That is 32.
So, yeah, level 11. He opens his eyes and looks up, but doesn't move. Looks around.
And- Does he see Voka as him?
Yeah,
You give him a big smile.
and he's not
Oh.
sure how. So, Voka, I don't know. Wolcott looks like, you know, Pickles from Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
Metalocalypse?
Yeah, he looks. This is what he looks like with the stringy red hair.
And he does do like a little dance. He was like, I did promise. You're like,
Oh,
he
this
does,
is
like,
this is amazing.
and he just starts screaming loudly.
oh,
Shove the-
shove that back in.
Orgoth,
Yeah,
you
I'm
hear
shove
this?
back.
Yeah. Okay.
The moment I hear
And Jaime, you hear this too. Yeah. Sorry, North, you hear this too.
I don't. I'm not hearing anything. Nothing's going on.
you're gonna keep your mouth shut. I just have a few questions for you. And no, the gentle repose that was skinned off of you if you couldn't tell.
Oh, you are gonna rot really quick, aren't you?
Oh,
Could you
yeah.
speak so I can mimic your voice? Go ahead.
Just don't scream. And she like slowly moves the hand out of his mouth.
Yeah. He looks at you, and you feel like even with that 32 roll,
Mhm.
like he is resisting. Like he is really hardcore resisting you right now.
That's fine. I personally just had a question as to why the fuck we're even attempting to look for Devos's lair.
As insurance, if the Empire decides to take this paltry little town,
What would you call little?
Yeah, I don't think that was ever gonna happen.
Ravana is going to kill you, rip you limb from limb.
Been there, done that. Wasn't very great. So I plan on that not happening again. But I do plan on that happening to her. She's already lost 2 legs.
Silence. Just brooding and anger and just like, obviously he's beaten and he's just like, he's not even looking at Voka, at himself.
So your plan was, is the Empire even attempting to take over, or is this just a what if situation?
It's always good to have, and you feel like the magic kind of like compelling him to speak a little bit. It is always good to have one's pawns in position before a strike is made.
This is going to be very fun. I mean, it's going to be a war if you are planning it. And just to let you know, you guys aren't going to win. The Empire's going to fucking go down. You and your little Ravana girlfriend. You know she's like 50 years older than you, right?
She has the longevity of a great wizard.
And I know that's what you want.
You pretend to be something all-powerful. She told me about you.
Oh, did she now?
She did.
Oh.
How you just gave up. Completely gave up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't tell me she heard that from her uncle.
It's hearsay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm bored. We have the Netherdeep to go into. You know, the thing that you guys all wanted to get into. Too bad, so sad.
Who's this?
Oh, I'm you. And it's like his voice, but not. I'm you. Totally.
I'm you, but better.
I'm you.
Yeah, just make a deception roll. Or performance.
Oh, it's bad no matter what. Give me a second.
I love that.
Performance, deception. 11.
Okay. If you're thinking of replacing me, Ravana will never see through it.
Oh, I was just gonna like steal all your things, but like I don't really want your girlfriend or whatever this is.
She's not my girlfriend.
Oh, I am using like your hair. I will say your hair is fabulous. I'm using this for something, and you see him like melt like back into his satyr form, and say, "Oh, my name's Voka." Not like you're gonna be like around to like remember it, because like you are gonna like go back to being like super dead here in a little bit.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the gentle repost spell, by the way.
Yeah, we did skin you. Like I don't know if you feel pain right now, but that was pretty
He
gnarly.
does not, but he looks down and sees it. He's like, "This was not supposed to happen."
You're also handless. I don't know how you haven't noticed that yet.
Yeah, I give like I move a hand so it's flipping himself off.
It was my idea to also break your jaw, so like
Anyways, we gotta go. We have business to attend to.
I'm gonna turn your body into a walnut if that's okay.
Oh, please do.
What?
We're gonna dump you in the river, buddy.
All right. Have a good. Well, no.
Have a great day.
I can't wait to take your soul away. Bye. And she, Laphus gets rid of the spell.
The spell, the body kind of boom, lands, falls over, and you see a little tattoo glyph on the back of his neck. What do you do?
What is the glyph exactly?
It appears to be a fireball spell.
Counterspell it.
Okay. Foop, 3rd level. It's gone.
He really wanted to take you out with him, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Too bad. Oh well. He tried. Now, what to do with his body?
He wasn't able to activate the glyph because you cut off his hands.
Nice. Oh, that's great. All right, I'm gonna shove. Do you still want the hand? For any reason?
Oh no, that was like I just wanted to like wave with it. I thought that would be funny, but I think the thing that we both came up with was like much more funny.
All right, and she's gonna shove the hand back in his mouth and the other one inside of his pants.
Like just like keep that on. I don't know if you can polymorph something that isn't alive.
Can you?
I'm looking right now.
I don't think you can because it's one creature. This is
Yeah,
because it
but he
becomes
can-
more transmutation. The polymorph other. Or polymorph on a creature with at least 1 hit point.
Oh, so she could have done. She can instead she polymorph him while he was undead.
That
No,
would've-
because it stops when you
Damn.
hit 0 hit points, or but it would only stay if he stayed in that form for like 24 hours because the polymorph stays after 24 hours.
All right, fine.
Is that true polymorph though?
that's true polymorph.
That's true. That's true.
yeah,
Polymorph, sorry.
yeah. That's only true because a polymorph only lasts for an hour for the 4th level spell.
Let's see.
Yeah, because if he was still undead alive, which does have him get hit points, because he would be a zombie
Yeah.
And
technically.
undead is a creature.
Okay, so instead of me doing that, I'm gonna let Voka use polymorph.
I mean, we could at least get him in like a really tight spot, and like that'd be gross, but at least like he'd be like unrecognizable. Like no one's gonna find him.
Oh yeah.
And she's gonna like wave his hand over this guy's body,
Okay.
What are you gonna turn him into?
and I walnut actually, like it's small.
New form. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal
Any
or less
beast.
than any beast.
Mouse.
Okay. It's a little like mouse with an undead mouse. So.
And where do you have any string?
I do have string.
And she's gonna like wrap it around the mouse so it can't move. And she's like, we gotta find somewhere small to shove this.
All right, let's do it. And it's just gonna open the door. Hey, Orgoth, we're done.
Totally clean.
Okay.
Orgoth will like look.
It's
Kind of
by the way, it's
braces himself
clean.
and
It's
looks in the room.
spotless in there.
Okay.
They have a new
Okay.
pet if you want to see. And he holds up the mouse.
Okay.
The mouse has no hands.
Okay, so Netherdeep, right? That's
We're
that's
heading
where
to
we're
Yeah,
the
going.
that's what we're
Now-
doing.
Okay.
Go to North's room. North,
Okay.
got your dagger back.
Is it clean?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Just the hand coming out, grabbing,
we're
pulling
heading
back.
to the Netherdeep now.
Are we?
Yeah. By the
Okay.
way, Wolcott said that he totally, the Empire was possibly thinking of coming here to invade Ank'Harel at some point.
Wow, what an asshole. Ah.
In Voga like sticks his hand above Laphus's head and like the mouse is in it and it's handless. And he just says, "Look, North, we have a new pet."
I'm not at that level of acquaintanceship with you yet. Put that away.
Oh, it's fine. It's a mouse. We're not gonna keep it though.
Please.
What are you gonna do? Like, okay, so let's. So you deal with the mouse. Where do you put it?
You got like a sewer grate anywhere?
Yeah. There's like, there's
Oh
not.
yeah, we would
yeah.
stick it in the sewer.
Yeah, there's not really so much. There's like a little bit of a sewer, but it's mostly like in Ank'Harel. Most of the it's just like grates that are like next to the roads that lead to sewers. So you have to walk a little ways to get to a major going.
Yeah, that's what we
underground,
would
but-
do. I mean, I'm sure
yeah.
we passed some of it while we're heading to.
In Voka like hands it to Lapsus like, this is more of a you thing, so I'm gonna give you the honors, but like do
Thank
with
you.
it what you will.
All right, I just have like the dead mouse, and I put it on the. I like drop it on the ground, and then just with my foot kick it in the.
Okay.
Wow, you really hated that guy.
As an asshole who's working for a bitch.
I mean, hey.
So, the four of you are headed to like you're all together now. What?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're heading to the opening, right?
The mall. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Let's
I
go
kept thinking
to
mouth.
the mall.
Today.
So you head to the mall, and there's the guards from the Allegiance of All Sight still on patrol outside, and they see you coming. And you've been here several times before, and it's like, does your friend have a badge?
Gonna flip him mine. He does now.
Make a persuasion check.
That's cacked. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. The guards kind of like remove the rope that basically is a protective barrier, keeps anybody from just falling in, and they allow you to pass. Make sure he has a badge next time.
Thank you.
And you head along the stairwell that's built into this giant gaping maw. It goes down at least 150 feet, and it gets colder, and like you can feel the moisture in the air as you get further down into the area, and you see a door right off of the bottom of the thing, and you see a guard outside of it.
Ink drinker, right?
Yeah, ink drinker. Yep. He looks the four of you, and he's like, "Where's Wilvin?" He whispers.
Family business.
I've got this book. I just can't give it to him right now, you know. So just tell him to come down, and I've got some more names for him. So.
Yeah, whenever
we
he's back.
We can take it for
No. I made the deal with Wilvin himself. I can't do it with anybody else.
I respect that. Can we see the names?
He opens it up and kind of just shows you, and it looks like, oh God, what's their names? The Kinku and
Scribbles and Zot.
yeah, Scribble and Zot have come back and forth several times. There's a few other names that look like, and it's a little like descriptive. It's like grad students. It's like students of the university, like 2 or 3 names. But the what's his name? The head of the Allegiance, was there when you first
James
went
Chiron?
to James Chiron, has been back and forth several times over the last few
Is there
days.
anybody there now?
Just Zot and Scribble.
Okay, you're doing a really good job. I know Wilvin will be very impressed with your meticulous bookkeeping.
Well, thank you. And he closes it and opens the door. Please go in.
Can I say that before we left, Lapis did get her 2 dogs from under the bed into her bag?
Got it. Okay. That is fine. You head off. Voka, this is new to you. You go down. Suddenly, your door opens, and there's this glowing hallway made of light, like this bluish light, and beyond it, it like goes up, and it's like the ceiling too. It's like an archway, curved ceiling, and it's a 5-foot long hallway, 5-foot wide hallway going about 100 feet down, and you can see water floating, fish swimming by on the other side of this glowing light. It's just all around you. And off in the distance, you can see like kelp and undersea like plants and animals. And every once in a while, you see like a large fish kind of swimming in the shadows and disappears. And you go about
When you get
100.
to the ends, you just kind of gotta push through. Like it'll give a little resistance, but you just gotta like push through.
And you get to the end of the hallway, and there's a door, and there's a light kind of right in front of you, and the rest of you just kind of go through.
Yep.
And you see them kind of like the light resists them for a second, and they go into the doorway, and they just push through the light.
And he starts to, he with like a little hesitation, he starts to do the same.
And pushes through, and you're in this building. The window, like ancient building, it's kind of like the middle of it. It's about 3 stories tall, but you can see lights on all the windows. And there's like off in the distance, you can see more lights, where there's like more structures with like these air bubbles around them. And you see this Goliath and Kinku, who are at the table by themselves, and they've got cards spread out. And they're actually no, they've got cards, and there's like a hat about 20 feet away, and they're just throwing cards into the hat.
Wow, you guys are hard at work.
Well, we're bored. And the Kinku Scribble is like, entertaining ourselves, in somebody's masculine voice.
I'm sure you are.
Lapis
What's up?
opens
Anything
up-
new?
Lapin's just gonna open her bag and let Bonnie and Clyde out.
Bonnie, Clyde! And they run up the bones, and Scribble gets a ball and starts throwing it, and they start chasing the ball.
Oh my god, again.
And Zot's like, I know they're undead, but oh my god, they need to sleep at some point. And are you going to be resting here? Are you pushing on further?
No, I think we're gonna
We're just
go
passing
on
through.
in.
Just to go through this quickly, Voka, they push further in. There's like more past this building. They go open another door, and there's another tunnel. You have to push through more light. You pass another like building that looks like it used to be like a ritzy ballroom, but it's fallen into disrepair. There are ropes and digging tools like an archaeologist would have. Off the window of this ballroom kind of area, you see off in the distance this ruin of what looks to be used to be a tavern. And you see this blue-skinned elf kind of swim by and wave as you all walk by.
You know, I didn't know that anything this fantastical was below the city.
And you continue on past another building, down more corridors to what looks to be an old library. And you can see the kelp forest that's surrounding the hill that rises up toward the tear in reality, glowing red with the glowing a bubble of red energy all around it. What do you do?
I think I'm the one that has to push into
Yeah.
it, right? Mm-hmm.
With the wahoo.
Yeah, with the vestige. So
Okay.
she's going to take hold of the vestige and try to
Where
force
is
open.
everybody? Like, tell me where you are when this
I
happens.
think I'm gonna keep a safe distance because I remember that it exploded last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they all would probably know.
Yeah, it looks like
Voka, who doesn't, is like a little closer, and he's looking at the other two like,
No, come over here. Come over here.
and he takes a couple steps back.
Okay, let me pull up what happens.
As Laphus is opening up the passageway, Orgoth like reaches in and fishes out the sending stone,
Mhm.
sending stone,
Yeah.
and just kind of like touches it and thinks to Wilden. I have no idea if this is gonna work because I don't really know what's happening. Or if doesn't really know what's up with Wilden.
Okay.
But thinks to Wilden. We are headed back into the Netherdeep. I wish you were here with us. Wolcott is dead. And hopefully we will soon be done with this.
Okay. Lapis.
Mhm.
You feel where's the jewel right now? It's just in like kind of tucked into one of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. It begins glowing, and you feel this hot, radiant energy emitting from you. Suddenly, Lapis's body is glowing, and you see what looks to be these three kind of silvery humanoid forms surrounding her. And suddenly, it kind of bursts out, and the red bubble pops, and anybody within 60 feet, which I think is just going to be Lapis. Voka, are you?
No, North like beckoned them back, and they're gonna trust that.
Okay. Make a DC 18 charisma saving throw.
There is DC charisma. Oh, thank God. That's a 21.
Okay. You make the saving throw. You are not infected. You take.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
4, 5, 6. There's a sudden explosion of this is psychic damage. Let's see, 4, 10, 14, 21, 31.
Whew.
God, 40. Half of 40, 20 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And suddenly the bubble kind of collapses, and you just see this red tear in reality, and cold water just seems to be emanating from it.
And she's just immediately like, go, 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 go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Okay.
Oh, just fast. Oh.
I need to take you to... Actually, I need to take you to the correct map. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves as you suddenly feel yourself going into the...
Oh, is my fish still here?
You haven't made it
Oh
yet.
yeah, dead fish there.
The give me a second. As you're falling through this the portal, you feel yourselves falling, and there's like this weird kind of like golden like grid like structure, and you just kind of slam into it, and suddenly you push past it, and you are in darkness, and this red glow kind of starts to appear, And I'm talk amongst yourselves as you're falling, and I'm going to take you to the map.
Oh, I didn't miss this place at all.
And they're just like actively falling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fall, but you're like, it's almost like you're being drawn through the water. You're still underwater. Yeah.
Voku like screamed for a second,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh. Well, that's embarrassing.
Okay.
Kinda.
It takes a little bit to get used to, but hopefully this is the last time we have to come down here.
The first time, okay,
Hopefully.
Voka. You can kind of feel like the sword, the infection in the sword is giving you this like ability to breathe underwater and to move. But as you enter, it's like suddenly the pressure of the water, like you feel like there's like a mountain on top of you. I would like you to make it just the water pressure is just unbearable to you. I would like you to make, I have to find it. A con save.
Got it. Shake. Ooh. It's gonna be a really funny little 7.
Okay.
It's a funny little number.
A little 7.
Okay.
Most commonly thought of number when you say think of a number.
20, 26, 20, 30, 31, 33 points of crushing of force
31?
damage. Yeah, force damage. Yes, and it's still happening. What do you do? Basically, it took like you just like at the end of 1 minute, as you like approached this chamber that you're in, and let me actually move you all to the battle layout.
Oh, there's a battle layout.
Yay, for on... Yeah.
On the Twitches.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Get it all centered and everything. Okay.
So, oh yeah, right. The reason why they're not affected is because they're infected.
And you've got
And
the
then I
jewel.
got the vestige.
Yeah. So what do you do, Voka? You're still feeling this pressure. It's crushing you. What do you do? And you can see, all three of you can see that Voka is in distress.
I felt that when we went down. What's going on?
I think it's because of the infection.
And you see like Voka like kind of out of panic, like take his like hand, he like puts it against his chest, and he's gonna use second wind.
Okay.
He's kind of like on instinct.
Okay.
He's like trying to mitigate this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that fucking sucks. I rolled a 1 on a 1d10. So it's
Oh
points of health.
Laphus
We recognize. Well, Laphus says you think it's okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You also know that this happened to the very, very first person who entered the Netherdeep as well.
Right.
which I think was me.
No, the dwarf lady.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yes, because we saw his mutilated corpse.
Well, the one who got hurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
the
she's
the
still
dwarf
alive.
lady that
She's-
we brought to
Yeah, she's
to
still
the
alive.
temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the whole heist. We got her out of the tower.
Do we know if oh no, the other area is filled with water. Every place is filled with water.
Make a medicine check if you want to.
That is a pretty good roll. What is my medicine? That is a really good roll. That's a 22.
Yeah, this is water pressure doing this to her. And it's
Yeah.
about at the end of like I'm kind of keeping track of rounds right now. 5
Okay.
more rounds, she's going to take the damage again.
All right. It's water pressure, you guys. How do we fix this?
Orgoth will swim over to Voka and like look at, because we can talk under here, right?
Yeah, can I get
Because
close?
we're-
Yeah, it's weird.
Right. And it's like, how bad are you? Like, are you in? Are you in?
What does that mean?
And
you
he
want
has,
to do this? Do you want to save your family?
And he has his he's like, here, let me take off my glasses because he doesn't wear. He has his like hands around his like face, like he's like clutching it. And he nods and he
Orgoth grabs his sword and cuts his arm.
Okay.
Well, I was
he-
gonna attempt to try and do something with the vestige first, but all right.
Okay.
No, this
you
is
cut your
good.
arm.
I mean, you can see me doing it. You could try to
No, no.
stop me. I mean,
Well, no,
Laphus.
Orgoth is cutting Voka's arm.
With the rudium sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Voka, I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw. You can voluntarily fail this if you wish.
I like to leave it up to the dice. I don't know. I think it's fun.
Okay.
You said wisdom,
No, charisma.
charisma,
DC 20.
charisma. Oh no, my charisma's +7 for saving throw. That would be a 24.
You are infected. Oh, 24?
24.
Oh.
But the thing, but he hears voice like I'm gonna roleplay because I want to voluntarily fail. But I think I want to roll because I wanted to roll that because I want to roleplay as like he thinks for a moment and he like freaks out for a second as he like sees the ruidium. And he's like, I can't get like this is dangerous. But then he hears Aura like, you want to save your family here, and he just like says, fine, fuck it, this is it.
And you feel just a pain in what arm? Which arm? Where do you want it to be? Where do you want the wound to be?
I want it to be on the cloaked arm.
Okay. And suddenly like you can feel little beads of red kind of sing at the wound's site. And you are infected with rudium. And the pressure just goes away.
Welcome to hell.
And he spins the blade around, so he's not touching the rudium part, but so he hands it back pommel first and is like, oh, all right, we're all in it together now.
Voka, you
He,
have
like,
one level
like,
exhaustion.
Oh shit, let me note that.
Okay.
Forgot you get that at the start of your infection. I'm just used to it being on net ones because I always get them.
And his hand drops from his face as they're still falling, and he's doing that like deep breathing thing you do when like you're in a lot of pain. He's like, thanks.
Orgoth swims off.
Okay.
And like Yellow like looks at his arm, and he's wide eyed, like, and he just like clutches his fist.
North is just shaking their head as Orgoth leaves.
Okay. You are on the
Laphus
map.
is gonna grab onto the fish and just like hold onto it.
The
as it
fish
swims her.
is all you find are bones.
No, my baby. Well, I guess it makes sense. He would have been eaten by the other guys. She's gonna grab one of the bones,
Okay.
like a little small one, and put it in her bag as a safekeeping.
Okay.
Because all of her undead animals are her babies.
So you are currently on the map. Voka, can you move your token?
I should be able to. It's loading. I'm on a black screen. Wait,
no.
no, I just need to
It's
zoom out and then zoom back in.
Yeah, definitely you are. Yeah.
Because Roll20 will like zoom you all the way out of this, so you just see black, but the map's still there. It's just
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah.
Or I can move.
Can you see well enough?
Yeah.
Okay. You start moving into the next area, and as you
shoot, I'm
do,
gonna send something back in the chat that we had the other time.
Oh shit! Wait, did we ever get the Beanie Baby from Wilden?
no,
Nope.
you did
God
not.
damn it! We can't do that one thing.
Okay. Voka, as you're like starting to move, the first room, you see these statues. There are one is like settled into the seafloor at an awkward angle, and each statue is missing its head. One of the statues has an outstretched hand that looks like it might grab anything that gets too close to it. And covering the statues and clinging to the walls are crystalline tendrils that shed dim, eerie red light. There's a 10-foot tunnel leading north out of this chamber, and there's patches of seagrass growing everywhere. But On the walls, also, you see, this is new. This wasn't here before. You all see these tree trunks, these tall tree trunks that don't look native to Ank'Harel or underwater either. They look like they would belong in some verdant forest. As you head to the north, into the next room, and this was the room where you had the vision of the child's room, but there is no vision. There's an exit to the west and to the east. But as you swim into this area, suddenly, out of the seagrass, these large fish, this swarm of nasty fish appears, and then from the left and the right, from out of the seagrass, I'm getting these.
Oh no.
Token layer. Swim out, these weird kind of fish with like these giant maws, and one of them has like a little, like, it's like one of those fisher with the, like, the things comes out of their head and like glowing with like light.
Anglerfish?
Anglerfish, yeah. Everybody roll initiative. And we're going to start this combat and probably finish it next time because we're getting late. Yeah.
Ooh, we're back into rogue initiative rolls. Yeehaw.
Okay. North, what'd you get?
25.
25. Up here. Laphus.
14.
Okay, Orgoth.
7.
Voka.
That funny little number.
9.
Okay.
An even
I
funnier
did.
number.
I did actually roll a 7, but I have plus advantage.
North, your turn.
There's one right next to me. Rapier of Riposte. Boom.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, Rapier of Riposte.
Okay.
And, come on. Words. Booming Blade as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
That's not one, baby!
Make a charisma saving throw. It started already.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Shit, that's a 19. I fail. It's a 20. Wait. It's 19.
Yeah, DC 20, so you fail.
Yeah.
So you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Woohoo! It's starting already. We love to see it. God,
Okay.
I hate this place. Bonus action offhand.
Okay.
That's a 21.
21 will hit.
Okay. And since I didn't have my sneak attack on this yeah, I can get my sneak attack on this one instead.
Okay.
So up the wazoo.
Roll your damage.
Yes. So that's 6 piercing plus.
Mm-hmm.
7, 13 more piercing damage.
So 19 total. Okay.
Yup. And I'm just going to, since I hit it, I'm gonna swim back
Mm-hmm.
right over here.
Okay, and you can get out without activating.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Swashbuckler, baby.
Okay.
And that's my action.
Okay.
So that's my whole turn.
The big guy. And I'll send you a picture. Yeah, this is actually the big. It's like a big kind of blue snake with a huge maw and red spines down its back. It is going
was it
to...
in the picture of the book?
It's in our startup screen.
Yeah,
Is it that one?
I think so. It's here. Let me see. Actually,
Or
I
drew a chicken or drew
yeah.
a turkey in its mouth.
I could do that. And
Yeah.
copy
that's not-
image
That's not good. That's not
and
good.
paste into.
That's gross.
Oops, that's not it. Sorry, it's just a big nasty.
It's
Yeah,
a
we
big
see-
eel.
Yeah, it's a
You
big
can
eel.
see it in roll 20. That's
Big
normal.
Yeah.
boy.
The copy image address. Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong thing. I'll just keep going. I'll do it later. It swims up to Orgoth, and it is going to... It's going to do this, actually. Like swim there. And it is going to make one bite attack on Orgoth. That is a only a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay. And a tail attack on Laphus. 19 plus 9, 28. And
Yeah.
you take... Let's see, 3, 4... 12... 13 plus 5, 18 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail whips out and slaps you, kind of spins you in the water. Laphus, your turn.
I'm gonna use a reaction, Ron.
Yes.
I'll wait till you have to do that.
Mhm.
So with a reaction, I will use a riposte. I'll expend a superiority die to get an attack against it,
Mhm.
and I basically Orgoth moves out of the way, grabs the spear from off his back, the vicious spear, and is trying to jam it in its mouth.
Got it.
Like he's trying to like stab it up in the top of the snout and get it jammed in there.
Okay.
So that's a the spears spears plus 24.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
To
Yep.
hit. Okay, so I get the D8 from that and a D8 from that, and that is 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he takes it. Anything else with that reaction?
Nope, that was it.
Okay, Laphus, your turn.
All right. I'm a little hurt right now, just a little bit. It was mostly what happened to me in the beginning. So she is going to, she's going to guess that this is a thing that ate her fish.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to, lift up her hand and, because it's right next to her, and grab at it and cast Vampiric Touch because she needs to heal.
Got it. Okay.
And so it is +9. That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. And it's 46 of damage. Ooh. That's 16 damage of necrotic.
Okay.
'Cause I cast it at a 4th level.
Okay, and this is the Slithering Blood Fin. Takes that, and you heal.
Yay!
Okay. We will pick up. It'll be the Light Devourers, the smaller anglerfish guys. Turn next, then Voka, then Orgoth, and we'll pick right back up here next week.
Yay!
Yay! Awesome. Yeah, this is what happens when you leave a dungeon and then come back to it, and there's things that live here, and they just kind of go back to where.
We fucked up the ecosystem, y'all.
My baby be dead.
Yay!
Can't you ward me against this?
Great game. It was a little on the gory side, a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know who did that.
Huh. Wonder who.
Not me.
Technically, it was all me.
Let's
I
go
helped.
around and do our wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can catch me on the socials at Bill freaking Roper, predominantly here and on YouTube, but I lurk other places. Speaking of other places, I would encourage you to join us on our Discord. I'm going to take a Discord type moment. It is amazing. We talk about all kinds of stuff, not only D&D, but everything from our crazy animals to some amazing art that gets done by everybody in the community and shares. It is just a super chill place. I think we have just some of the best people in our community out there. And for all of you that watch us here on Twitch and listen to the podcast, and then hang out with us over on Discord. We appreciate you and love spending time. So do it.
Yeah, do it.
Just
Do it now.
it.
Now.
Speaking of do, Mountain Dew. Hey, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. I was the one that provoked a lot of the gore, but with my friend Voka here encouraging me.
A great influence.
Got great ideas. Discord aside, just go to like a Asian food market, like an Island Pacific or a 99 Ranch or whatever you have near you, and just get one of like the weird Lay's crazy flavors that you probably wouldn't normally get. Because I got myself like this braised pork soy sauce. That's delicious. And so I cannot. They have Italian red meat flavor, which is so fucking weird to just see on a flavor. But I would do it. Just they're like $2. I would just do it just to try it because I don't know, it's good.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Ladron Roguelock. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky at Steelclad Vicar, and the usual spiel. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, we're on Patreon. We got 3 tiers. We got some exclusive content, early access to the episodes of Rolling in the Netherdeep and of Severed Sons, the podcast, Icewind Dale. And we also got a merch shop. So if you want to wear the faces of these lovely, lovely, lovely characters on your body, well, you can find it there as well. So go and take a look. The shirts are super, super soft. Absolutely love them.
Hi, I'm Mira, and I play Volca. You can find me at Cube Mangoes literally anywhere. Go ahead and look. I'm there. And I don't have any super special spiel other than that I'm really thinking about imitation crab right now. Sounds really good. Hot pot imitation crab sounds really good right now. Those like thick udon noodles. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's great. That's all I got.
Gotta go. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you out.
Please, I'm on my way right now.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter or Blue Sky at Ronnie8Keys RBDM. Please follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the things at Severed Studios. You can find Severed Sons Rhyming the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. Share us with all your friends. We have a fantastic community in our Discord, and you can join our Patreon for early access to episodes and a whole lot more. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast. Again, playing a critical role, and to all our listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling, everybody. Bye.
Bye.